once again, adventurers, to Let's Play Robotics Notes Elite. And the last episode, as if the devastation wrought at the Tokyo Expo Arena wasn't enough, something else has manifested in Odaiba. None other than the Grand Obelisk from the leaked gun barrel episode. The one that shot a beam into the sun and caused a massive solar flare that pretty much all but devastated all life on Earth, with few exceptions. But, yeah, things are unfolding a bit differently after all. We're all still here. We haven't been completely and absolutely annihilated into oblivion. That being said, the committee's Project Atom is still on point, but yeah, of course, unbeknownst to Kaito right now, someone has been trying to reach Irie, and indeed has somehow managed to gain access to her room through means unknown. And as for Misaki Sanomiya, out there in the world, she is staging an operation with forces currently unknown. But right here, right now, we have to deal with the fallout of what is taking place. But before that, notification from Frau there on Twitter that catches my eye. What's going on? Odaiba collapsing? Aren't my senpais in trouble? Trouble is, again, an understatement in this instance. What's going on in Tokyo? Is the Robotics Club okay? This is horrible. This has to be a lie. And it's no lie, Fumiko. Not a lie. I'm fine, says Mr. Sumio of the Space Candy Company Limited. Great. Hey, Odaiba is falling. Odaiba is dead. My husband and child are at the expo venue in Odaiba and I can't get in contact with them. Someone tell me what's going on. Odaiba collapsing, are you serious? Look at Odaiba with IUO. Self-Defense Force announced that they are scrambling F-15s from Misawa base. Saw Odaiba through IUO. It's a disaster. Can't even laugh about it. Why is Fujisan TV disconnected? Broadcast accident? And worse, maybe. Are the people at Odaiba safe? How many thousands of people do you think are at Odaiba? Can't believe this happened during the expo. That's why I said to cancel the expo. Who's going to take responsibility? What is that giant tower-looking thing? I can see a tower, it's huge. Is that tower thing for real? Not an AR? It's the end of the world. What is happening? Why did it light up? What is that tower? It's the Grand Obelisk. Some people are getting the references. It's a space elevator. Did the Committee of 300 make it? There's no way human science could create such a big thing. Odaiba is in trouble. Too unrealistic to have built secretly. Has to be a mirage. But I really see it there. I really do. This isn't reality. This isn't reality. and yet tragically it is. My head is going crazy. It's the same as the anime, that leaked final episode. It scares me when I compare the final episode of Gun Barrel to what's going on in reality. You and Akiho both, Kanara 43456. Is the world coming to an end? Please no. Odaiba is flooded. Misaki Tsunomiya started the terrorist attack. She is crazy. Run. Run to a place where the solar storm won't hit. And where is that exactly? Looks like the Grand Obelisk. Breaking news, Grand Obelisk comes to light. The solar storm is here, just like it said in the Kimijima reports. The Kimijima reports were right. But they were. This isn't a trick. Odaiba is collapsing. Why didn't Kimijima-san tell us about this 10 years ago? Then this wouldn't have happened. Yeah, that's because he's dead, and been dead for that amount of time. Find the committee of 300 and kill them. If only it were that simple. Someone call an ambulance. I'm in Odaiba right now, but my Pokécom isn't connecting. That's because all electronics have been interfered with by the solar storm and greatly affected. What are the police and army doing? Did the government, police and army resign to the committee? What is that tower? Fuji-san TV isn't showing up. Because of Odaiba collapsing, maybe Fuji-san TV went down as well. Or two. Tower lit up, Odaiba isn't collapsing. Breaking news, over 1,000 planes in the air are now missing. The expo venue has gone down. A robot at the venue shot a missile and I ran for my life. It was like war. I thought I was going to die. There are a lot of these now. Barely made it out in time, got stepped on, fell many times, running from the venue in panic. That is the space elevator later in the anime, Grand Obelisk. There's no way a tower from an anime is real. Why is everyone saying that Odaiba collapsed? I'm next to Fuji-san TV, but did something happen at the expo? Smoke coming from the expo venue, loud noises too. I was about to be killed by Misaki-san. And there's so many of these. I'm not going to read them all. I can't read them all, because they're all pretty much, yeah. There's just so freaking many. So freaking many. And it looks like the trio are chiming in again on Twitter. All my girlfriends are here at my house for some reason. Alright, fine, guess I'll go out for a little bit. I don't want to go out in this chaos. What did I do to deserve this? Why me? It's not like you have a choice in the matter, Nightheart. This isn't the time to laze around and gorge myself on pizza. There was a call for all the lab mems. Seems like Operation Levatian is about to commence. Time to use my title as Super Tacker and figure out what's going on. That could be a Operation Levatian, huh? Interesting. To protect my wife and daughter, Daddy is going to try very hard. I'm still unbelievably frustrated that I'm still in America. I want to be back in Japan already, but there are no flights running. Plus, America's having a crisis right now. Makes sense that you'd be in the States, Kurikame. I hope my friends in Japan are safe. I would like to share a good luck charm you can say in times like this to anyone watching. Didn't think you were into good luck charms or superstition. L. Psi Congru. It doesn't really mean anything, but when you say it somehow calms you down. Give it a shot sometime. The famous code phrase of an insane mad scientist who has vanished into the unknown. But back to the present. After exploding into a rainbow of colors, the sky is back to its normal pale blue color. The radiance that seemed like it could engulf the entire world has vanished from the giant grand obelisk. It all happened so quickly that it even felt a little anticlimactic. But I doubt this is over. It's far from over, Kaito. After all, considering the largest solar storm in history just hit, I was fully prepared for Project Atum to kick off right then and there. Who's to say it hasn't? But I can't let my guard down just yet. We got hit just like the Kimijima report said we would. I checked Twippo in the news right now. It looked like the world is in utter chaos right now. And I'll just have a look at the... we can't... we cannot access IUO right now. Maybe that's the... yeah, due to the solar storm, unfortunately. The storm is clearly of a much higher magnitude than the one that hit Tokyo back in November. If the Committee of 300 were to start their terrorist plot right now, there'd be nothing stopping them. Ko Kimijima's warning was right. He knew this would happen and gave us the time to prepare. But in the end, there was barely any point in leaking the reports. I couldn't be more frustrated if I tried. After all, even I underestimated how bad this would get. Yeah, you kinda did, Kaito. I made the baseless assumption that the storm probably wouldn't arrive during the expo. Despite Ko Kimijima constantly warning me otherwise. I treated the warning that he gave his life for too lightly. Farrell was right. I should have just gone into hiding on Tanegashima and prepared for all this. Terrorism and assassins included. But there's not a lot you can really do from Tanegashima. Especially when it comes to dealing with the committee head on. Mizune's smiling face appeared in the back of my mind. And yet we weren't using IUO, so... part of me was tempted to see the correlations between what happened and the sort of similarities with the virtual Irie, but it was the same gentle smile that we saw whenever she was on TV, other than the times that she was being grilled during the court cases. And Yet after finally seeing her after 7 years, that smile sends a chill down my spine. Was she smiling like that while she was planning the terrorist attack? Mizune, what happened to you? I grit my teeth and look around. It wasn't her, Kaito. The people who evacuated the chaos of the expo venue were still unsettled, worried that something else will happen. The park is filled with people, not just expo visitors, but those who were just visiting in general. There had to be over 10,000 of them. Among them, some are covered with injuries. There are people sitting down on the ground, bleeding. It's been nearly an hour since all hell broke loose in the expo center, but there's no sign of the police or any ambulances. That's odd. Before the solar storm hit, I know for a fact that I heard sirens approaching. I know I did. Where in the hell did they go? Maybe the vehicles were also affected by the solar storm? And then there are the power outages. Lights are out all over Odaiba. Tokyo is suffering from yet another massive blackout. It's not too bad right now since it's the middle of the day, but just thinking about the night makes me shudder.
なんで電話が繋がらねえんだよ。くそ、119番もダメだ。これじゃ救急車呼べねえよ。
I can hear people murmuring amongst themselves. It's been like this for nearly an hour. But yeah, the phones don't work. If the general phone lines and the internet ones are both unavailable, that's definitely not normal. That's why I haven't been able to get in touch with Michi or Mr. Candy. Everything about this situation sucks ass. It's not like I can do jack shit about it right now. All I can do is sit around and think about how bad things really are. I click my tongue and crouch down on the spot. Sitting down, I feel the chill of the cold street directly against my skin. Right in front of me, Akiho sits clutching her knees with a vacant expression on her face. All that hard work, all that effort, everything we built, just completely annihilated. I've never seen her this sad before. I've been trying to talk to her, but she doesn't respond. I tried to stand her up, but all she did was weakly shake her head no. I can't blame her. Mizune did something awful. Her dream to enter the expo and show off her club's robot was crushed in less than a week by her own beloved sister. And it wasn't just Akiho. Mizune hurt me and Mizuka-san too. I won't let her get away with this. But before we do anything rash, Kaito, we will still need an explanation first. At the same time, I don't want to believe that she would do all this. Both of these feelings swirl within me. I'm getting so upset that I can't help but wrap my arms around myself. God damn it, I'm trembling and everything. How pathetic. Where is Sawada in all of this? I wonder where he's ended up. The Expo Arena terrorism. When it was happening, all I could do was watch in stunned silence, completely paralyzed. Thinking back on it, it terrifies me how helpless I was in the midst of all that destruction. One wrong step and I could have died on the spot. The despair I felt in that moment lingers with me even now. The intense shockwaves hitting my body. The screams of fleeing people only further amplifying the fear. The physically revolting appearance of that six-legged giant spider crawling after Akiho. I don't know how I survived. But it's even more of a miracle that Akiho made it out unharmed. She recklessly tried to use Model 2 to stop Mizune. If it wasn't her sister, she probably would have been killed. The former Madam President is too goddamn reckless. If Akiho had died. Just imagining it makes my own chest ache even more than imagining my own death. I can't even imagine my life without Akiho. She's always been with me. So long. I bet it's similar to the feeling of having a twin. It's not a matter of whether I like or dislike her. She's just there. She's a constant. Losing Akiho is the one thing I don't want to imagine. I grind my teeth. I shouldn't think about that right now. We're going to have to do something about the situation sooner or later. Kaito. My mental state isn't doing so hot.
Oh! Kaito-kun! Akiho-chan!
You took your time there, Sumio. Snap back to reality. I raised my head toward the voice only to find Mr. Camdy stomping over to us and waving his hand. His voice and physique are large, so he stands out even amidst the sea of people.
社長
二人とも無事だったか心配したぞ
Just seeing a face I know puts me at ease. True words have never been spoken. I can feel the string of tension within me loosen a little.
社長も無事でよかったです。
もういいんじゃん。
You we do not need right now, Taro the parrot.
あと、インコも。
Oh, well, forgive me, parakeet. Wait, he actually brought his bird to Tokyo? This is Sumio we're talking about.
わしはなちょうどタクシーでお台場に到着した時に異変が起きてな
Apologies for that minor delay, but I have returned.
それから君らを探しながらうろうろしとったんじゃ
At least somebody was.
光彦はおらんのか
Good question. We actually haven't seen any sign of Michi.
行方不明ですよ。連絡取れませんか？
わしも何度も電話してみたが全く通じん
Which means we have to search for him ourselves. Figures.
それよりネットは見たかお台場が崩壊したとかなんとかっちゅうニュースで賑わっとるのまったく何をわけのわからんことを言っとるのかっちゅう気がするが
デマでしょ。電子機器が使えなくて情報が錯綜してるんだと思います。
It's all being thrown together.
それにしても マスコミまでそのデマを鵜呑みにして報道しちゃってるのはどうかと思いますけど。
電子機器が使えなくてか。しかしのうカイト君、不思議とは思わんか。
Behind that boisterous demeanor and that unassuming face, there is intelligence behind that expression.
わしらは今普通にポケコンを使えとるんだぞ。
Very odd indeed. Mr. Candy's comment hits me like a ton of bricks. He's exactly right. Hell, I saw the news about Odaiba collapsing on my own Pokemon. I can see Twippo like normal. We can't use IOUO. I can post and everything. It's just that the phone lines... It's just the phone lines that aren't connecting. Is that because of the power outages?
なんで
Something fishy.
去年太陽嵐が東京を襲った時にはポケコンだって使い物にならなくなったって聞いたけど。
どうもわしは気味が悪くてな、狐につままれたような気分じゃ。
Well, the tragedy that we've experienced is real enough. And yet, you raise an excellent point, Sumio.
それとな、さっきイルオのストリートビューイング機能でこの辺りを見てみたんだがの。どうもおかしい。
Define strange, Sumio.
おかしいって。
Please.
まあ見てみ。
Before you even finish speaking, I booted up IUO on my Pokemon. Huh. Seems to work now conveniently. Maybe.
うわ、なんだこれ。
Huh. Strangely enough, when looking through on IUO, the road is completely torn up and everything. But why would that be? Within the world of IUO, Odaiba is a literal war zone. The roads are flooded, the Expo Center, Fuji Sun Station, TV and other various buildings have been destroyed. Bridges have collapsed and wreckage is scattered all over the place.
これ万博アリーナ以外は全部捏造じゃないか。
This isn't reality. The Odaiba that exists on the internet right now is nothing more than a lie, a fabrication.
笑えないな。
I think it's a lot worse than we
ずいぶん
realize.
手が込んどるじゃろう。こんな真似をするのはどこの誰じゃろうの。
I think it would be safe to say the Committee of 300, through the use of happiness for you, since they were the company that developed IUO, and of course, excluding Koki Mijima on account of him being murdered. Anyone can post images to IUO after registering. There have been fake images like this uploaded before. When that happens, other users will report it and the administrators will erase it. But that's only in regard to photos. Is this another example of that? No, I think the answer is actually staring us straight in the face. It's no different than the cat ear or the digital gun barrel thing. It's just an overlay. Huh. Maybe administration isn't functioning due to all the chaos. That's probably why the fake images haven't been taken down.
医療にアップされた崩壊画像がデマの発信元かもね。マスコミがこれを本物だと信じてヒステリックに報道しちゃってるせいで、デマがますます拡散してる気がする。
And with Fujisan TV actually being offline, that started feeding into it. Did nobody doubt what they were seeing? Why would they in all the midst of turmoil and tragedy?
まさかこれもプロパガンダ。
Propaganda is the right word for it. A thought appears in the back of my mind. All manipulation. It's possible that the Tavistock Institute is manufacturing and spreading propaganda worldwide. In that case, has Project A2 already begun?
他の場所はどんな状況でした？
東京にはロボットが多いの。これまで10日ほど滞在しとってあまりそのことを意識せんかったが、今日は特に強く感じた。この街はロボットだらけじゃ。
He's right, there are a lot of robots. I thought as much when I came last year. There were life-size robots all over. They were caused the robot uprising last November. The Reach series, if memory serves. Even the recently opened Aqualiner has a service robot sitting in its driver's seat. It's pretty crazy considering the Yuri Kamome's automatic traffic system has been in service for over 15 years without drivers or robots. The Aqualiner took the complete opposite approach by immediately bringing them on. The Metro Expressway Bayside route has robots standing at the toll booths and guidance robots populate Odaiba. This was all done with the express purpose of promoting the expo. In order to strengthen the appeal of the expo, Tokyo spent quite a lot of taxes in order to promote the spread of the service robots. This was all written in the expo pamphlets. Actually, that reminds me. I haven't seen a single robot since the storm hit about 30 minutes ago. After last November, all of them should be equipped with solar storm countermeasures. Did they stop working because of the power outage? Oh, wait, don't tell me.
またロボットたちが暴走を。
いや、人を襲うようなところは見とらん。ただ 台場駅が封鎖されとってな。そこで封鎖の案内をしとったのがロボットだった。立体駐車場も出入り口でロボットが封鎖しとったから誰も車を出せなくなっとったよ。レインボーブリッジの入り口も同じじゃ。危険だから通行禁止とロボットが説明しとったの。
So they're not acting hostile this time, but they are. But the robots are being used to keep everyone in Odaiba and Tokyo from leaving, which means we're stuck here.
まるでロボットたちの手でわしらはここに閉じ込められとるような気がしてな。
Courtesy of the Committee of 300.
少しゾッとしたもんじゃ。
It's not the robot's fault. Not at all.
単なる考えすぎじゃろうがの。
No, Sumio, I think your thinking is just fine.
母音出せ母音。
Jury's still out on your thinking there, Taro. Why is he laughing? This isn't something to laugh about. How long can these robots function with the power out? I'm pretty sure they need to be charged at regular intervals.
それよりあのでっかい柱は一体なんじゃ。
グランドオベリスクだそうですよ。
あれは本物なのか。
Who can say?
幻とか蜃気楼のようには見えないです。
あの根元まで行ってみるのも手かもしれん。近くで見てみたい。
Couldn't hurt, although we still need to find Michi.
結構距離ありそうですけどね。
It also sprouted from the middle of Tokyo Bay. You'd have to go for a swim to get anywhere close.
社長、しばらくここでアキちゃんのこと見ててもらっていいですか。
ん？おお、構わんが。カイト君はどうするんじゃ。
ちょっと周囲を見てきます。
Vague as always, Kaito.
そうか。気をつけてな。危ないことはするんじゃないぞ。
I nod, then turn to Akiho.
アキちゃん、すぐ戻るから社長とここで待っててね。
Poor Akiho. Akiho weakly raises her head. She looks up at me with pleading eyes and grabs my hand.
カイ、ここにいて。
ほんとすぐ戻るから大丈夫だって。
I gently let go of her trembling hand and stand up. I leave Akiho behind and make my way to the expo arena. The scars of destruction are vivid and graphic. You can see the extent of it even from the outside. I'm going back because something's been weighing heavily on my mind. About what Akiho said after the Spider HUG destroyed Model 2.
お姉ちゃんがいないの。消えちゃった。
I have no clue as to where Mizune ran off to, but I have to look for her. I need to find her and press her for the truth. It's possible that the roof could collapse further, but I don't have the luxury of being scared. Mizune may still be hiding inside. And, of course, not to mention Sawada as well, unless he managed to disappear as well. I need to go. She might be long gone by now, but this is the only place I can think of to search. Even in the corridor, parts of the wall are broken, with chunks of rubble strewn about. The venue is completely deserted, as if the hustle and bustle from a few hours ago never happened. I hear something and hide behind a pillar. Someone's here. I quietly peek out.
あいつは
Toshiyuki Sawada. With an injured leg that he's managed to tie with a tourniquet. He sits with his back to the wall, not moving. We parted ways when Mizune's Spider HUG started its rampage. Has he been here the whole time? There are devices I've never seen scattered around about at its feet. What are those things? I grit my teeth. I need to know who he really is. The section chief of Exoskeleton Company's HUG testing department. A man with connections to the Tavistock Institute, Mizune's superior. But earlier today he pointed his gun at her. Was he trying to stop her before she went berserk? Or was it some kind of infighting?
行くか
Indeed we shall. I gulp, then feel around to check for the hard object I'm keeping underneath my clothes. The gun I took from him earlier, just in case. Right now everything's up in the air. Meanwhile, Akiho is on the West Park Bridge of Odaiba. Which is where I'm going to end this episode of Let's Play Robotics Notes Elite. So when we return, adventurers, hopefully Akiho is feeling a little bit better. As always, until next we meet.